Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to Kindergarten with Mrs. R. It seems like it's been a long time since we've met, just because you've been working so hard on your iReady assessments, which I am very proud of all of you. You finished them and you worked very hard on them. And I know that they were not easy to get through, but you guys did great and you powered through and you persevered and you got them all done. So wonderful job. So let's go ahead and start with some new learning for today. I would like you to get your backpack there, reading and writing workbook number 2 that looks like this. And while you are getting your workbook, I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've got my workbook out and we are going to go ahead and turn to page number 9. So you can see down here at the bottom, page 9. And let me make my screen a little bit bigger so you can see that better. Okay. So today it looks like we're going to sound out the beginning sounds and write them down of these different pictures. And we're going to create a word bank over here. So these are all words with the short A, the A sound in the middle. Okay. So let's take a look up here. This is a rainbow. So when you say the word rainbow, what is the first sound you hear? Which is R, right? Okay, an apple. What sound do you hear in the word apple? A. Okay. And this is a nest. Nest. What sound do you hear in the word nest? N, right? So So we're going to put these first letters together. R, A, N. Ran. Okay, let's try the next one. This is a ball. B. So letter B says B as in ball. Apple, again, has the A sound. That's A. And this is a goat. G, which we know is G. Ag. So we're going to write the first sound, B, the second sound, A, and the last sound, G. Bag. Bag. Okay. And then our third word is picture first of a cat. Now this is tricky because this particular sound could be one of 2 letters, but I'm going to give you a hint. It's a C, okay, as in the word cat. Of course, we know that's A. And tiger, which is T. Okay. So C, A, T. Cat. So we have the word ran, bag, and cat. And these are the words we're going to use for down here to complete our sentences. Okay. So if you haven't finished this part yet, go ahead and press pause and go ahead and catch up, and then you can push play again and continue on. Okay, section 2 says, complete the sentences. So here, let's look at our pictures first before we read. Pictures always help us to know what's going on in the story. So a lot of the time, if you're not sure what's happening in the story, if you look at the picture, it'll give you clues, all right? So we see Zach, he's that mouse, and he has a bag. Zach is down here with a cat and a bag. And then there's Zach, and it looks like the cat went into the bag. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out what these sentences say. So sentence number 1. This is Zach. This is the name. Zach has a, what does he have? A ran, a bag, or a cat. Which one of these 3 things does he have? Of course, we know it's a bag. So we're going to copy this word right here, bag, and put it in this spot. B, A, G. Bag. Okay. So let's try and read this word together. Point to the words as we read. Here we go. Zach has a bag. Now let's look at this next one. And we'll notice too, period at the end of this sentence. Sentence number 2 is the bag for the, now we have a choice. It's either ran or cat. Is the bag for the ran? No, that wouldn't make sense. For the cat, does that make sense? Yeah, that would make sense. So C, what's the word up here? A, T. Is the bag for the cat? And we notice there's a question mark. Question mark makes us change our voice because we're asking a question. So if I read it, is the bag for the cat? Sounds like I'm a robot. We don't want to read like a robot. We want to change our voice and ask a question. Is the bag for the cat? So we see Zach and the cat in the bag. And let's look at our last one. And remember, we're going to use one of these words in each of these sentences. Okay. Sentence number 3. Let's get our pointer finger ready. The cat something into the bag. Okay? The cat, now the only word that we haven't used yet is this word, ran. The cat ran into the bag. Does that make sense? It does. So we're going to write R, A, N. Okay, and let's read that sentence again. Ready? Get your pointer finger ready. The cat ran into the bag. And you can see Zach is there and the cat ran into the bag. Great job, everybody. Let's turn the page from page 9 to the next page. What number comes after 9? Of course, when we count, it's the number 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now if you are not done with this page and you're still working on it, go ahead and press pause now. All right, so we're all done with page 9. Now here it says, write about it. And we see a picture of a pot with ants on it, yuck. A bat, a cap, we see Zach and Backpack Bear and Jam. And looks like they're having lunch with a sandwich. Now we have some words to choose from here. Let's go ahead and figure out what these words say. Bat, so that must be talking about this baseball bat. Jam, there's Jam. Rat, and we know Zach is a rat. Hat, there's the hat. Bag, here's the lunch bag. Ants. Ooh, we see those icky ants all over that pot. That's yucky. That's what happens if we leave food out. Sometimes the sugar ants come and they get all over our stuff. Yuck. All right, so we are going to figure out a sentence to write. Let's see, what could we write? How about we write about the first thing is these ants that we see, okay? Let's see, how do we spell the? T, capital T at the beginning of the sentence, remember? T-H-E spells the. Now, before I go any farther, I need to put a finger space. The, and I'm going to use the words ants, so I'm going to cross it out. A-N-T-S. Okay, and we wrote so far the ants. And I'm going to say like. Ooh, the ants like, let's see, what other word could we use? Oh, I know ants like jam. There's the word jam. So J-A-M. Period in the sentence. The ants like jam. Okay? Let's see. We could do another sentence with a bat and the hat. Let's say, I see a bat and a hat. Ooh, that's going to be a long sentence. Okay, let's try that one. I see. So first, I, capital I, finger space, see, I see, finger space, a bat. Use that word. B, A, T. I see a bat, finger space, and a, and. Yeah, I'm out of room, so I should probably go to the next line. But first, before I do that, let's read what I wrote. I see a bat and a hat. Finger space between my word. H, A, T. Now, what do I need at the end of my sentence? A period. I see a bat and a hat. The ants like jam. All right. Well, my goodness, we did some sentences there. Now, your sentences might look different than mine. You might decide to do sentences using rat or bag or some of the other words. So it's kind of up to you how you want to do yours. But this is how I did mine. And you can do your sentences just like Mrs. R. Now, some of you may know on the word like, some of you may notice that I wrote it like because we're writing down the sounds we hear, okay? So sometimes, some of you probably know the word like, it's actually spelled L-I-K-E. So you could write that in there. But sometimes when we're just learning to spell, we're just gonna write the sounds we hear, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and close our book. And let's put that away. And now we're gonna get out our next thing that we're gonna work on today. You're gonna get out your kindergarten read and write like a rock star January workbook, okay? So go ahead and get that out. And we are gonna turn to our last section here that we're working on. And it's called, the title is sledding. Now, I don't know, this year we haven't really been able to go sledding unless you go up to Mount Hood, but hopefully we'll get some snow at some point. And maybe all of us can go sledding. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. So what we're going to do is you can read along with me or you can listen as Mrs. R reads the sentences to you. But I would like you to try and follow along. So as I read, I would like you to point to the words as I read and keep up with Mrs. R, okay? So here, let's look at our pictures first. I see a boy and a girl sitting on a sled. And here's a sled, and then here's a dog on a sled with a boy pulling it. And then here's the boy and girl. It looks like they're having fun, doesn't it? Okay, so let's go ahead and start by doing the reading first. Now follow along with your finger, even if you can't read it. I want you to try and follow along and keep up with Mrs. R, okay? And if you can't read it, then just read along with me. Here we go. Get your mouth ready, get your eyes ready by looking at the word, and get your finger ready by pointing. Here we go. We went sledding. That's that great big new word. We went sledding. Okay. The sled goes fast. Now here's a new word, spot. Spot, can, sled, to. So Spot must be the dog. Spot can sled too. We had fun. We had fun. Okay, so now there's some questions at the bottom we need to answer. Question number 1. The sled goes fast or slow? Fast or slow? What did the story say? Up here it said the sled goes fast. Now which one of these words is fast? You know that it starts with a sound. Could it be this one? No, because this one starts with an S sound. fast. It would be fast. This is it right here. Good job, you guys. Now the second one question, does Spot sled too? Do you guys remember who Spot is? Spot, of course, is the dog. Does he sled too? He does. So let's sound out the word yes. Yeah, yeah. That's Y. Yeah. E. Yes. There we go. Y-E-S spells yes. Okay. Great job. Now, if you're not done with this page, go ahead and push pause and then join us when you're finished. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and turn our page. And we're going to start by tracing our sentence, and then we'll do some cutting and pasting and draw our picture too. Okay. Sledding is so fun. So let's start by tracing the word. Sled. That's a big word. Sledding. I-N-G says ing. You can see that back here. Sledding is. This is so fun. Sledding is so fun. I have to agree. Sledding is so fun. Okay, so now I'm going to draw my picture. I think of a sled going down the hill. So let me make a hill here, because you need a hill to sled, right? It's flat, it doesn't work so good. Okay, so I'm going to make my sled. Curl up like that. And then I'm going to make him sitting. I guess I'll have my feet up here like this with my boots on, right? It's good to wear boots when you're sledding. And your feet up like this. And then my boots on. Whoops. And a line going through me. Okay, so I'm going to sit like this, and then I'm going to put my coat on and have my hands up in the air because I'm having so much fun. Yay! Coat and put my arms up in the air with my mittens on. And then my hair is all in the wind because it's glasses on. And Mrs. R's hair is long, so it's all going kind of in the air like this because it's going so fast down the hill. Yes. And then I'm saying, woo, woo. It's so much fun. Yeah. Let's see, and then I'm going to make it snowy. And I'm going to make the, like I'm moving and going so fast. Woo. Okay. So let me go ahead and color in my picture. You can make whatever kind of picture you want. You can make yourself on a sled. You can make yourself with your pet going on your sled, going down the sled. Kind of however you want to make it. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this color for in this part. I can't remember the last time I went sledding. It's been a long time, but it sure is fun. Okay, let's see what color should I do. Why not? Let's do pink. This is our second. And then I'm going to do for my boots. Let's do this color. Looks like the color of my sweater that I'm wearing today. Okay, and then Mrs. R has dark hair. It's not black, but it's pretty dark brown. So I'm going to color my hair. I've got all this crazy hair because I'm going down the hill so fast, which is so fun, right? Going fast is fun. And there's all my crazy hair behind me. Yeah. Yay. Oh, and I forgot to color in my mittens. Let's see. I'll show you. How about And pour my slime. And then I gotta color my sled. I think I'm gonna make the sled blue. Front of my sled, so I'll put my setting on. And then I'm gonna make my snowflakes. And I'm gonna make the air like behind, you know, like it's really going fast. Whee! And then drop it down. And then let color in. There we go. Okay, so there's Mrs. R, and then I need some scissors and glue. Whoa. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut out the words on the bottom like we always do for our writing. So I'm just going to cut straight across like this. Okay. And then I'm going to cut these out on the dotted lines. And of course, you guys know dotted lines tell us to cut, and sometimes it tells us to fold. So it's always good to wait for the directions from the teacher so we know what to do. Okay. Listening to directions is really important. And we learn a lot about that in kindergarten. Okay, so let me just lay these under here and let's see how we can match this up to make sense. Because right now this says, so sledding fun is, and that really doesn't make sense, does it? So what we need it to say is sledding is so fun. So let's see if we can figure this puzzle out. First word is the great big word sledding. Does this look like it? It does to me. Absolutely. Okay. Let's move that a little bit. Sledding is, does that look the same? Yeah, that's one of our sight words is, and so is this word. Sledding is so fun. Oh, with an exclamation mark. Fun. Oh, they didn't put an exclamation mark on that one though. Let's put that in there because I think we need to have some excitement there because sledding is so much fun. Okay, so let's read the sentence we wrote. Sledding is so fun, and I agree. All right, so now if you're not done with this, go ahead and press pause and then come back when you're finished. All right, so for the rest of us, let's go ahead and mark our last star in. Let's color that in. Okie dokie. So, the last one we did here is sledding. And we did the writing. Yay. All right, congratulations, boys and girls. You've just finished your January reading and writing Rockstar packet. Look at that, all done. Great job, everybody. Okay, so if you are not done with that, just go ahead and press pause at any time and you can finish that up. And so this book is all done and we'll be starting a new one in the following week for the month of February. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we'll be starting a new one the following week for the month of February. So I hope you guys are all having a great day. I hope you work really hard for your moms or your dads or whoever is your teacher at home right now. You need to do your best each day, work very hard, and learn something new. So have a wonderful day, and I will look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye, everybody.